All right, back at it, salespeople of the world. One thing that you can do to close more deals, right? We always talk about it, talk to more customers, increase closing percentage, decrease our time spent per deal, right? That's our formula. But one thing that we can do inside of the deal to guarantee that we close more sales is go past five no's. Once you get your customer to that write up and you sit them down and we're closing the deal, they're going to give you objections. Not very often does a customer say, yeah, I want to buy it on the very first go. Yes, it does happen. And if you do a good sales process and you learn your customers' needs, their wants, their desires, their emotions, and then you're able to find them the right RV, sometimes they do that. Sometimes they're like, you know what? Yes, let's go buy it. I'm ready to go. Here's what I need for financing. Here's my credit score. Where whatever the case is. Yes, that does happen sometimes, but most of the time, we're going to be showing our customers the numbers and getting them to see why they should buy the RV today. A lot of the times they're going to give you objections because of the nature of the beast. RVs are a want, they're not a need, right? It's an extra expense. And it's not just, a small extra expense, right? It's a large ticket item that can add, a decent amount of extra money into the monthly payments. And when we use them, when we go on vacation, when we go to the campground, it's not like it's free to go to the campground. You got to pay for the campground. You got to pay for the food. Like there is an expense to RVing that, isn't there when you buy other ticket items, like a computer or a TV or something, right? There's just intrinsic things in there that come along with an RV. So you're going to get no's in the RV industry. You're going to get no's as an RV salesperson. And if you listen to the first no that you get and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to let this customer walk away. They'll call me back whenever they're ready to buy. Well, again, that happens few and far between as well. Most of the time we're calling customers back. If we weren't able to close them, maybe you didn't have the right RV. Maybe you didn't show them the right RV. Whatever it is, it's not always easy to get customers back into the dealership or looking at your RVs and going back through the sales process. So we got to take advantage of the, sales processes and the RV customers that we have in front of us in the now. If you have a customer in front of your desk today, right now, 2, 3, 4, 5 ups, whatever it is, take advantage of that. Slow down a little, do the right sales process, and be committed to going past 5 no's no matter what it takes. If you do it in the right way, it doesn't feel pushy to your customer and you can get it done. So, what is the right way to go past 5 no's? Right? What is the proper way to get over an objection? And the first part of it is you have to learn your customers' needs, their wants, and their emotions so well that you're connected with your customer, that you've built rapport with your customer because you know their dreams, you know their goals, you know their desires. You're communicating with them well and you're building that rapport. So you've learned their needs. We're just going to assume that you did a great interview and qualify. You learned your customer's needs, wants, and emotions so that we can use it in the close. Okay, now we get to the close, and the customer, we're just going to assume again that you showed them the perfect RV, right? It's the right RV, it's the right weight, it's the right price, it provides everything that they need. And now we show the numbers, monthly payment is close to where they need it to be. Everything is lining up for this customer. So in my mind, what I know is that this is the perfect RV for them. It checks all the boxes. It's going to allow them to accomplish their dreams. And it's here today for them ready to buy. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit them down. I'm going to go over the numbers. and I'm going to go for my first close. This RV costs, $20,000. Sign right here. Well, Chris, we want to think about it today. Um, it's a lot of money, and we just want to make sure that buying an RV is what we want to do. Let's just say that's the objection. Pretty common one. So now we have to understand again what the customer's needs, wants, and emotions are. We're just going to say that this family wants to travel the United States and enjoy some time in the family and traveling. That's what we're going to assume. So what it would sound like is, I hear what you're saying, but let me ask you this. How come you want to keep putting off the family travels? You, your wife, and your two kids have been saying how excited you've been all day to start traveling and going to these different places across the United States so that you can build these priceless memories with your family. This is the perfect RV for you. It's the right price. It helps you travel the United States. It gives you spots for all of your equipment and your kayaks that you want to take. You can't find a better RV out there. So, what's stopping you from buying this RV today and start living out those memories and those fantasies that you and your family want to live? Sign right here. Well, Chris, that's a good point. We have been wanting to travel. We've been looking at RVs for quite some time, and it's definitely something we always bring up. But we really just we want to think about it. Well, I hear what you're saying, but what do you got to think about? You guys have been thinking about it for years now, and you've been going in and out of dealerships and wasting your time. Your kids are getting older. What I know is that as kids get older and they get into sports and they get into high school and they start having friends, they start camping a lot less. This is the perfect time for you and your kids and your family to actually buy an RV so that you can live out these dreams and create these memories. If you don't buy this RV today, who knows? Maybe you won't buy one next year or the year after or the year after, and maybe you'll let your dreams pass you by. Don't do that today, John, Sally. Buy this RV today, start traveling with your families, and I promise you, these memories are going to be worth way more than what you pay for in your monthly payment. Sign right here. Boom. Well, hey, Chris, I understand what you're saying. It does make a lot of sense. The kids are getting older. They're starting to get into sports. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't want to do anything with my parents when I was a teenager. So I hear what you're saying there. Right. And realistically, they might just buy it. They might just say, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. We're just going to buy it. But we're just going to keep going past 5 no's just so we know how to do it. So, Chris, we really, that makes a lot of sense. And, we really just need to talk. I need to talk to my brother. I need to talk to we already said the wife was here, but, I need to talk to my wife. Well, let's just use this one. I need to talk to my wife. I hear what you're saying, but let me ask you this. How come you need to talk to your wife? Your wife and you have been talking about RVing for the last 5+ years now and camping and traveling with your kids. Your wife wants to create memories with your kids and with you. Your wife wants to do this stuff, and you can't do it without an RV. If your wife were here right now, she would tell you to buy this RV so that you can stop torturing the family and you can start living out your dreams before it's too late. Sign right here. Well, Chris, she probably would tell me that because my wife always tells me to do it if I want to, and she's very supportive. And you're right, we have been talking about traveling with the kids for quite some time. But $200 a month is a lot of money, and I'm not sure if we can swing it. Well, I hear what you're saying, but let me ask you this. How much is it worth, or how much will you regret it rather, if you don't take your kids on these vacations, if you don't create these memories with your wife and your loved ones and your 2 kids, and you don't end up doing this stuff? What's that going to cost you at the end of the day? This RV is only $200 a month, but not creating these memories, not doing the stuff you want to do with your loved ones, that's going to be a regret that you have for the rest of your life. And I can promise you, creating these memories with your loved ones is worth way more than $200 a month. So I know that $200 a month is, it's a lot of money, but it's not going to be a lot of money in comparison to the regret you have if you don't take your family out there, you don't take your kids across the United States, and you don't live out these dreams that you've been talking about with your family for the last few years. If you don't do that, that regret is going to be way more than $200 a month. Sign right here. So I think we're at 5 no's there, but we can keep going, right? Yeah, Chris, you're right. $200 a month, it's not that much money, but my brother was going to buy an RV. And so, I need to talk to my brother. I hear what you're saying, but let me ask you this. How come you need to talk to your brother? Your brother's not going camping with you. Your brother's not buying the RV. Your brother's not going to put any money in the monthly payment. And your brother's not going to be the one that has the regret if he doesn't start traveling with your kids and your wife and you start going out there and living those dreams. So stop torturing yourself. Stop torturing your family. Buy this RV today. Sign right here. So it's very easy to overcome our customers' objections if we know their emotions and if we know what they're trying to accomplish with their RV. If we don't know that, though, it's very hard to overcome objections because we have no weight behind the reason why we should overcome the objection. What weight do you have to say that $200 a month, like this RV, is worth more than $200 a month to an RV buyer? What weight do you have that, realistically shows your customer that, what, $200 a month isn't that much? Traveling with your family, your wife, your kids, and creating memories that are priceless has a lot of weight in $200. The fact that it's a tough market, the fact that you have an RV that nobody else has, and that's probably not true, but the fact that you have a good price right now or you're giving them a great deal, not much weight behind that. But there is a lot of weight behind traveling with our kids, our wife, living out our dreams, and doing those things. So we have to learn the emotions, the needs, the wants, and the desires of our customers. And then once we do that, we can go past every no by using this one word track. I hear what you're saying, but let me ask you this, and then loop back to their emotions. Always just loop right back to their emotions and justify why they should buy it and stop torturing themselves, right? Start living out the dreams and just go to the emotions. And if you go past 5 no's and tie the RV to their emotions, you're going to close a lot more deals. But if you don't understand your customer's emotions and we go for 1 or 2 no's, we're going to catch a deal every now and again. If your dealership or business could be talking to more customers, that's what we do here at IMR. A lot of the time, we double the amount of customers your sales team is talking to in the first couple months you work with us. So if your sales team is good at closing deals, but you could be talking to more customers, then don't hesitate to give me a call because that's what we do here at IMR. You can reach me directly, 330-703-3930. Again, 330-703-3930. If you're an RV salesperson, you can get better at the deal a couple different ways, or if you're a salesperson in general, the first way, go to sellmorelivemore.net. Sign up for our RV sales training program. It's $99 for the whole program, and it's going to walk you A to Z through the RV sales training or through the RV sales process so that you can close more deals and create happier customers. If you're a salesperson in general, go grab the book, Sell More, Live More Sales Training. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. The link is in the description. So drop down, click on the link, go grab that book and get better at the deal because, the truth is we don't add value into our customer's life until we close the sale. And if we don't go past 5 no's and don't close the sale, some families out there that should be traveling with their loved ones and their kids, they're going to go home. They're not going to buy an RV and they're going to regret it in 4, 5, 10 years. So be that RV salesperson that cares about your customer and care about them enough to close the deal so they can live out their dreams. And the one way to do that is to go past 5 no's till you get to that yes. We're going to be talking about RV sales and the RV sales process in general all year long. So if you haven't given us a like on Facebook yet or subscribe to our YouTube channel, make sure you hop over to Facebook, hop over to YouTube, type in Infinite Media Resources. That way, you can be here for the different sales and marketing content that we put out throughout the year. Excuse me. Again, if your dealership or business could use more customers, don't hesitate to give me a call, 330-703-3930. I'd love to help your dealership or business get more customers. That way you can close more deals. And we'll see you on the next one.